I am really proud to call Charlie my friend, and I am really proud to be up here tonight to welcome him, to talk to you about his vision for New Brunswick. And thank you so much. A warm round of applause.
Thank you, everybody. As I look out on this room today, I think about two words. I think about moment and movement. And we are here today in a very special moment that really some of us might have seen coming in some way, but really we didn't expect this. We couldn't have planned for this, but here we all are in this moment. And there's a chance that we can turn this moment into a movement. And I am so proud to know all of you, but especially Jim, who I consider to be a mentor, who taught me so much about community organizing, empowerment, politics, government, and how to be effective. And I've been part of movements in the past, and Jim talked about some of those movements. And movements, just like moments, come and go. But we have a real chance here to put together a lasting movement that will unite the people of this city for positive change and empower our neighborhoods. That's what we need. Every neighborhood deserves a voice in government. That was how this started. We got together with great people like Jim. I see my friends Sean and Amy there. We organized to try to get every neighborhood to have a representative in their government, something that I think we all can agree we deserve. And that's when we learned about all the dirty tricks and the negative campaigning that goes on, and the, quite frankly, the disempowering actions of the people who are supposed to be representing us. And it was heartbreaking at times. It was really sad, but it was also really enlightening and really educational to go through all that. And like Jim said, we've got to come at it with love. No matter how much hate people throw at us, we are here to do good. We're not here to stoop down to a lower level. We are here to lift people up and make this city the great city that we all know it can be. Jim talked about some of the amazing things we have here, some of these amazing resources. Well, with these resources we have here, we deserve much better from our government. And unfortunately, we've had the same stale leadership since 1991. And I'll be honest with all of you, it's been a journey for more than 10 years of me thinking about maybe, possibly running for something here. And this year was just the right moment. This goes back to, 2006 or 2007 when I was first starting to really learn about the severity of the problems that are facing our planet, our environment, our climate, and thinking about how can I be a part of a solution? How can I be a part of making this city part of the solution for fixing those problems? And I had a lot to learn back then, and I've learned a lot over the years, and it got to the point where I was somehow running a newspaper. And before I knew it, I was investigating things, and that very same water company that we helped keep out of Trenton was being hired in my city. And, well, we wouldn't stand for that. So we organized the community, we educated the community, we stood up and we said, no, our water is public, and we should be in control of it, not some private company. And so throughout this journey, I've learned that, running for office or being a candidate for an elected office might sometimes be a glamorous kind of thing that you can feel good about yourself for doing it. But the real power is in those other campaigns, those campaigns that movements engage in to just do good. So In 2012, I was proud to be part of the movement that overthrew the old appointed school board system. Yeah. For more than 100 years, the people of this city didn't have a voice in who was on the school board, who was running the school systems. That, you know, currently we've got 10,000 kids in the school system. None of them, none of their parents, none of the teachers, none of the people in this community except one man, the mayor, had any say over who got to be on that board. And we changed that because we put aside, I was actually briefly a candidate for city council that year, and one of my running mates wanted to pursue winning the right to have elections and thought that was more important. And so we all dropped out of the election and we focused on that. And we won. And a few years later, we fought against that terrible privatization deal that the mayor signed in secret. And after all the scandals that we had exposed, thought that it was the right thing to do to bring in a private company to do the job that they had failed to do. And like I said, we stood up. We said no, we got organized. And we defeated that after 15 months, and they are no longer here. So that's something that was a victory for the community. I was proud to be just one part of it, because that's what movements are about. They're not about a single person or a cult of personality. What a movement is about is everyone looking out for everyone else. And so as I look around this room and I see so many people who've been important to me in my life. I see my family. Thank you so much for everything you've done to help me. Folks who I've worked with, to empower the people of New Brunswick and fight against some of the terrible things that corporations have done to our environment. I just saw a moment. I saw a moment where we needed new leadership in my city. And I was really deeply disappointed, and I didn't tell too many people this, but I was super disappointed in 2014 when we had no one run against the mayor. And I like to say, you know, the two-party system is pretty unpopular. Well, the only thing worse than the two-party system is the one-party system. And that's what we have had in New Brunswick for way too long. And I couldn't let that happen again. I just couldn't let that happen again to my city after what happened in 2014, where you got a free pass, 4 more years without having to win a primary election or a general election, no contest, no opponent. That's not a democracy. It's not a democracy if we only have one choice on the ballot. We all deserve better.
That's right.
So seeing that play out again this year, I had to step up. And I stepped up. I stepped up honestly, thinking that probably not going to win, and you know, I just want to give the voters a choice, and you know, maybe we'll build a movement and something good will come out of it. We can, you know, push the administration to do better, and you know, at the end of the day, we'll have something to show for it. We'll win some victories for the community, and we'll learn more about how to fight these fights and how to empower. I viewed it as a learning experience. But then I got this amazing, overwhelming response from the people who apparently were waiting for this moment. They wanted someone to run. They wanted a choice. And I got to tell you that I am ramping up this campaign because I believe that we can win. And the reason we can win is not me. I've been here, I've been doing this work for years. The reason is that everyone here is coming together, putting aside whatever differences we may have, and putting our city first. We deserve a full-time mayor. We deserve someone who's going to be 100% dedicated to the residents of this city without working side jobs, without making deals that are giving them conflicts of interest that hurt their ability to put the residents first. We deserve that. And I'm going to step up and put myself out there as the choice. So everybody in New Brunswick has a choice now. And I am so grateful that you've all made the choice to be here tonight. But the reality is we have a lot of work left to do in order to win. I do think it's possible. I do think we can get the 4,000 votes we need to win. But all of us have to do a part to make that a reality. Just like this is not about me, I can't do it on my own. So that's why all of you are here today. I'm very grateful for the financial support you've given. It is going to enable our volunteers to do amazing things. We are going to use this money not for consultants or robocalls, but we are going to make every dollar count because we're going to spend it on the materials our volunteers need to succeed. And those are flyers, posters, banners, business cards, t-shirts, and we're going to give them the tools they need to succeed. We already have had a number of great volunteers step up, some of whom I had never met before this campaign, and they're already coming and stepping up, and some of them are going to be future leaders in this city too. So watch out for them. Please give them the support they need, and please consider being a volunteer yourself. You know, money's great, but you know, like we said in the Trenton campaign, they had $1 million and they couldn't beat us. So what we need is people power. We are going to be a people-powered campaign. This is going to be a people-powered movement forever. And so that means we need people to power it. So all of you, whether you live in New Brunswick or some other community, you can make the difference in this election. I know people who have been, you know, not even eligible to vote, but have helped get hundreds of people to register and vote. So every one of you can make a meaningful difference just by talking to your friends, neighbors, coworkers, seeing who lives in New Brunswick, who's registered to vote in New Brunswick. You're not? Well, why not? You know there's an important choice this year. And make sure people know that they have a voice and they have a choice for the first time in a long time this year. So it's up to all of us to spread that message. I'm so proud to be a part of this movement. I want this to succeed, and I'm grateful for all of your support. As I look around the room, I just see positivity and you know, what New Brunswick needs is what I see here. So we need more people like this. We're going to host another event in August, and I hope to see all of you here, and you know, or at wherever it is, and bring a friend because we need to grow this movement. We can't do it on our own. We need help. So thank you for being the first line here of coming out and supporting this cause. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, but I believe in you, and I thank you for believing in me. Together, we can make the change that the city needs. Thank you so much.